great day in Nairobi. This was my second day in Nairobi. And for all of you who don't know, I was in Nairobi before. I went to Nairobi. My first time I was in Nairobi for about 9 months. And then I just now ended up coming back. So, so I'm saying all I have to say is this is my second day being back home, being back in Kenya, being back in Nairobi. Let's give it a round of applause for that. You know what I mean? Let's give it a round of applause for that. You know what I mean? Because those are giant steps to take, especially when you've been lied to about Africa all your life, been lied to about yourself all your life, and just deciding to just get up and leave and just come to the continent, even after that indoctrination and miseducation. It take a lot of courage, strength, and um I'm gonna say wisdom to make that decision. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm grateful I decided to make the decision. But my second day being in Nairobi, Kenya was a beautiful day. Um, I want to just start off by saying, so today what I did was I got a brother by the name of Peter. Shout out to my brother Peter. So when I first came to Kenya, he had got my book printed up, some copies of my book. You Are the Blueprint, Knowing Yourself So You Can Know Your Path. So he had printed up some copies for me, a lot of copies for me, so I can push them. In Nairobi, Kenya, he printed up the You Are the Blueprint for me, Knowing Yourself So You Can Know Your Path. And I appreciate my brother Peter for that. He worked with me on a reasonable price as well. So when I first came to Kenya, I needed somebody to print out my books, my blueprint books, and he was the one that took care of me. So when I first my first time coming to Kenya, he printed these up for me, and now that I'm back, I needed more printed up. So I went back to him to get more printed up, and also this time I got You Are the Blueprint printed up, and I also got the book Labels Are Limits printed up. You feel me? Look at that, y'all. Check that out. Check that out. Check that out. You know, check that out. Got that Labels Are Limits, Embracing the Essence of Life pic, um, printed out. You see? Y'all see? Also got that You Are the Blueprint, Knowing Yourself So You Can Know Your Path printed out. You know. And let's just do a comparison real quick. So this book right here is the one I brought with me from the. This book right here is the one I brought with me from the United States. It's a little bit bigger, and this the one. I had my Kenyan brother Peter print up for me that he printed up. But as you can see, like the color difference. Hold up, give me a second. But as you can see, there's a slightly different color difference. As you can see, the first book is more like this one. It's still good. It's still, the cover is still beautiful, but the color is kind of faded. But this book that I got printed up in Kenya, as you can see, the color is like a lot more colorful. He really took his time with um doing this print for me, as you can see. Yeah, so he took his time. So I got a lot of copies printed up. You know, so my Kenyan family, if y'all want copies of y'all, You Are the Blueprint, Labels Are Limits, Embracing the Essence of Life, tap in with me and I got y'all. And my family back in the U.S., my brother and sisters back in the U.S. If y'all want a copy of that Labels Are Limits, Embracing the Essence of Life, reach out to me. I'll give y'all copies of the book. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I got these printed up today. I also got my hair retwisted. Went to the salon. Got my hair retwisted. Boom, boom. Fresh and clean. Went to the salon. Got my hair retwisted. So that was a beautiful thing. And I only paid like I only paid. I mean, she charged me 1,200 Kenyan shillings, and 1,200 Kenyan shillings. That's only, I want to say, about $8.75, something like that. So I got a whole wash, retwist, all that for like $8.75. You can't beat that. You know, in the U.S. they charge us $80 to $100 for retwist. Um, also, yeah, to wash my hair like 4 times. He gave me a nice retwist. So I appreciate that. Shout out to Lucy, on Kiambu Road. I appreciate you. You know, when I was at her last time, I went to her salon, so she took care of me on the retwist side, and I really appreciate that. And also, um, and also, I went over to Two Rivers Mall today because went over to Safaricom to try to get my M-Pesa number turned on. This guy, he told me they close at 8 p.m. I ended up I should have came went early, but I ended up showing late. I ended up showing at like 7:20. But I guess the Safaricom um and Two Rivers Mall, it closed at like 6:30. So I was like a hour late or whatever. But in Safaricom, it's basically like the Kenya cell phone services. You know what I mean? With like so you can have a Kenyan phone number, and also so you can receive Kenyan money and send Kenyan money to people, and it has other capabilities. It's like the T-Mobile or the Verizon of Kenya. That's basically what Safaricom is. And then also today, today was crazy. Then I pull up on my brother Brandon, my brother be the God. Pull up on my brother. Um, Hung out with him and some of my African American brothers. Man, they had me out for a minute. Like I didn't plan on staying out that long, but since it's been a while since we seen each other. We hung out, man. You know, and I'm only the second day back, so I only got a couple hours of sleep. You know, then getting off that plane, you still got jet lag, still trying to adjust to the time difference and stuff. So I only had a couple hours of sleep today. I'm thinking we about to hang out, we about to go out for a second. Man, they almost had me out all night. Literally, I was out till probably like 3:30, 4 in the morning. Like they had me out. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get up out of here. So I left. They probably still out. I don't know what they doing, but yeah, man, we played pool, but outside of that, we had a great time. And I just want to talk about like Kenya is wide open. If you want to get in the medical field, like Kenya has everything America has. If you ask me, Kenya is actually better than America. Like Kenya has a lot of things. Like they got amusement parks out here. They got malls. And they malls, all they malls is killing the malls in America for sure. Um, um, they got dentists, hospitals, banks. You know, they pretty much got everything we got in America. And oh my God, and in Kenya, you got so much peace, so much freedom. Don't get me wrong, Kenya has its issues, right? Kenya has its issues, but for the most part, I love Kenya. To be honest, like I love Kenya. Nobody don't get discriminated against because you black. You just can be. You just can wake up and go outside and be and just be free and be you. Nobody ain't side eyeing you, question you. You know what I mean? How they do in America. You know, due to the fact that we deal with racism, discrimination, and stuff like that. But yeah, man. But I'm not really going. This is not a video where I want to go too deep into things because I just got here back to Kenya. This is my second day. Um, so yeah, I got a lot of things in store. Finna be heading to a couple different places in the next couple days. You know what I mean? And and in order for y'all to stay up to date on the journey, you got to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that like button, that share button. And share with other people who want to see what Nairobi, Kenya is like. Nairobi, Kenya is about. Um, because the more people that's aware about the beauty of Africa, the better off it'll be for other people that can see they got other options outside of America or outside of wherever the African diaspora may be, wherever they going through certain issues. I mean, but Kenya is not perfect, but by far, like I think Kenya is the best place for Africans in general of the diaspora and on the continent. But you know, but the way I see it is like as time progress, I want to see more African countries develop, which they will. It's inevitable, you know what I mean? It's the writings on the wall. This is living in prophecy time. So it's Africa's time to rise, and which it will, So I'm saying I like to say is I definitely look forward to more development of Africa, more countries having more development like Kenya. Um and Ethiopia is developed. You got other African countries that's developed, but I feel like for the black or African diaspora, I feel like Kenya is very welcoming to us, and the market is wide open so we can invest, do business and stuff like that. So it ain't no limits to what you can build and how you can grow in Kenya. I don't see no limit, no ceiling. You know what I mean? If you want to get an import export, you can do that. You got a clothing brand, you can bring your clothing brand. You want to get into agriculture, technology, medical field, any type of sector is here for you. And you meet the right people, tap in with the right resources, have the right relationships, you'll be able to get in any field that you desire. So, it's all about building relationships. A lot of people, I need this plan, I need this plan. You gotta have a plan. Don't come nowhere without a plan. And don't come nowhere without like a financial cushion. But don't thinking you gotta have the perfect plan stop you from submitting to the calling of your soul so you can get what your soul desire out of this life, man. So yeah, man. I'm gonna be traveling to more places, so stay tuned to the channel. And again, if y'all need a copy of that book, that wisdom, grab that copy of that. Labels Are Limits, Embracing the Essence of Life. I want to give another shout out to my brother Peter for printing out copies of You Are the Blueprint and Labels Are Limits, Embracing the Essence of Life. So yeah, you see about the author. Grab y'all copies of the book, you know. Whether you in Africa or America, y'all can get copies of the book, you know. Tap in with me, man. Stay tuned. Like, comment, share. One love to all my people. Whether you on the continent or you up the diaspora. One love to all my people. Stay safe. Um, Continue to progress. And yeah, peace and love, y'all. I'm out. Peace, peace.